Please remember that all the opinions in the show are those of the host and should only be taken as food for thought. We're in no way telling you to do anything. Everything is kept anonymous for the safety of the listeners and no information is shared to anyone else. If you are easily offended by people's opinions or views, then thank you for making it this far, but this is not the podcast for you, so see you later. And please enjoy the rest of the show. Right. Oh, a bit of heartburn there.
That got me going. I was actually balling my fists.
Oh, mate, seriously, I keep seeing Jono on TikTok and I keep resisting sending him a comment from the podcast. Call him a fucking scumbag.
Do it, mate. We'll start some controversy, get us famous.
They're all slimy backstabbers. Like, who was the old fella with the hippie woman?
See, with him, I really wanted them to get together because he was like so closed off because his life has been fucked. But yeah, but like she opened him up and then he couldn't handle it. His mental health.
There's like
fucked.
There's a bit at the table in that reunion thing where he says to Jono something like "You're a piece of shit" or like something like that, something along those lines. And then I saw a TikTok with Jono with that fucking guy, and he's like, "Oh, you know, everyone thinks that I can't remember his name, Tim, I think his name. He's like, yeah, he doesn't like me." And then he takes the camera to him and he goes, "Oh, you know, when I said he was a piece of shit, I wasn't actually directing it at Jono. I was directing it at someone else." And I'm like, "You fucking slimy." They're all of them are just like, they'll just stab everyone. There was knives
Charlotte
flying.
Does the perfect impression of that Tim's wife because she's a ridiculous human being. Yeah,
yeah, the hippie.
She's like, I could feel the aura of Tim flowing through me as we were talking through as he looked into my eyes and was opening up. It was bringing life into my soul. And Charlotte was like sitting there doing it, and she does this thing where her eyes are like this. I said, she's definitely high on something.
Yeah. Oh,
she's
hell
definitely
yeah.
high on something.
Fucking. They just want to stay on telly. That's what it is.
What it
anyway,
is,
moving on.
It's like Love Island. The earlier seasons, they were like genuine people. Now you get to like season 11, these people just want to get famous, but some of the carnage that happens on the way. Like, honestly, if I met Jack in person, I'd fight him.
Oh, same with Jono. Can't stand that fucking guy. There's the next boxing thing: 2 podcasters versus 2 married at first sight.
Stay off the steroids, fucking Jack, because I'll come for you.
That's right. You can't grab his tiny pecker because it will be inside him by the time you get to him.
You can't even grab his fucking top lip. There's a little top lip to go for, a little fucking pussy.
How was your bank holiday weekend? We've already discussed that. I spent mine in A&E. I fell down the stairs carrying a sofa and crushed my forearm in the process. With 3 breaks and a lot of pain, it's now in plaster.
That's a lot of pain.
That's mental. I thought my bank holiday was rough. I'm bored already. I'm a hands-on guy and haven't been off work in 10 years and I struggle to keep still. The doctor's orders rest and no labour-intensive work or even driving until it's fully healed. What's even worse, the pain meds I can't even drink. So boredom has taken over. Not sure what to do with myself for the week's work, unable to do something. Do you guys have any suggestions on what I can watch or play on my PS5 to keep myself busy during this time? Can you... Oh, yeah, I suppose his fingers still work, don't they? I was going to say, okay.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5.
I think GTA is always a good revisit. I'm currently revisiting GTA again.
Yeah, and Red Dead. I thought about going back to Red Dead.
Yeah. They're long... There's so much stuff. Like, when I came off GTA, GTA's been out for 10 years. So, that online play is like... If you give up 5 years ago like me, it's a completely different game almost. Do you know what I mean? There's some familiar things going on, but there's loads of different missions and stuff to do. I also went back to Elder Scrolls Online, which is the online version of Skyrim. If you're into like fantasy stuff.
Oh, that got really repetitive though, because we were playing that.
Yeah. But that, again, that's improved massively again. Like, as these things have carried on in the background for years and years and years, these games are cheap. So if you're not that keen, you can just fucking turn it back off. I'm pretty sure both of them are on the Xbox passes. So imagine there's a PlayStation version of that.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, the PlayStation one's pretty good. We talked about the Fallout TV show in the
Mm.
um JCB. Like that, watching the TV show, I'm playing through the Fallout games. I've done 3. I'm on Vegas, and after that, I'm going to be playing 4, and they're all dirt cheap as well, and they're pretty long games just to sit and just explore the wasteland. That's why I love finding the vaults and
Yeah,
finding all the
pretty
creatures in it.
immersive.
Yeah, yeah, and you can be a dick in it as well, which is always fun. Like a game where you can be a fucking prick.
One game that I would recommend that me and the boys are playing at the minute, if you're playing with other people, what is it called? Outlast Trials. The Outlast Trials. It's like a horror game.
Oh, I don't like the Outlast games. Yeah, fuck that.
The Outlast game, the last one we're playing now, is fucking brutal. And like, there's bits where you're like cutting off Jesus' dick and stuff. It's crazy. Like, there's all kinds of shit going on.
the
It's definitely worth a thing if there's a group of you.
The passes you say about Game Pass, like that's a really handy thing to do. Like if I was stuck at home, I do that with like the Xbox Pass, like because it's like £15, and they have like brand new games on there sometimes. If I'm like I've got like a week off, I'm like fuck it, I'll buy 15 quid and you get like 100 odd games just to jump through.
If you don't like it, you can
it
switch it
doesn't
off.
really matter. Yeah, exactly. So that's what
and
I
a
do.
lot of them you can
TV
download
shows
with the cloud as well, so you could actually play it before you've actually decided if you're going to download it.
If your internet's good enough, yeah. The Xbox one's really temperamental unless you've got really good internet. I tell you right now, if I fucking broke my arm, I've already got it, but I would get Discovery Plus, and I would just binge the fuck out of all the reality TV shows, and I would just, oh man, I fucking love them. Discovery Plus is so good for them as well. You get like me, myself, and my ex, which is fucking brilliant. Sister Wives, fucking
I need to
Housewives.
Discovery Plus.
Oh, Discovery Plus is so fucking good. It's got Dr. Pimple Popper on there, which is fucking amazing. There's this great reality one. Is it called something Homestead, where it's like one half of the couple lives remotely, and the other person comes and lives with that person remotely to see if their relationship could survive. It's fucking brilliant. There's only been 1 season, but there's this like Mexican woman living in the desert, and she's like 40, and she's a bit, chunky. And then there's like her partner is this like 29-year-old fucking bodybuilder who's come into the desert, and like she doesn't want to sleep with him because she thinks he's only there for sex, and he gets bored and it's so fucking brilliant. It's so good. She ain't even got running water, and he wants to shower like every 10 minutes because it's hot.
Oh, so they're like on a long distance thing. So she actually lives there.
Yeah, so it was like, yeah, she lives in the desert and he lives in the city, and the show's like, oh well, we'll give you a chance to live together to see if it will last, and then and you see what happens, and it's, oh man, it's so fucking good.
I definitely think Married at First Sight is a must, especially the Australian one. Like that's a daily program as well, so there'll be hundreds of episodes of that. It's whether you like.
It's called
reality.
What?
Whether they like reality.
I love reality shit. It's called Love Off the Grid.
Love Off the Grid.
It's so good. Love Off the Grid, yeah, it's so fucking good. So good. One of the couples is this like bearded white guy, and he's building his own house in this like fucking goat field with this black woman, and at the same time they're trying to find a third woman to come and join in with both of them. Oh mate, seriously, like if you're bored out of your mind, like even if you don't like reality TV, right? If you're bored out of your mind, you can't do anything. If you put one fucking episode on this show, of any show, reality show, you'll like reality shows by the end of the fucking day. I tell you right now.
Below Deck is like another one that
they're just so addictive. We were watching Below Deck the other week. So good.
What is the what's the dramas I've just been watching? There was something that I was
That
watching that was
baby
really good.
reindeer. Have you watched that?
Baby Reindeer, I've seen that. Yeah, that's fucked up.
I haven't finished it. We were up to like episode 5, I think. We can't say too much in case people hasn't.
Yeah,
it is
that's
fucked
messed
up.
up. That's worth a watch if you got. I would say if you got a strong stomach for. Yeah. If you've got a strong stomach in general,
yeah. That's why we only got to episode
I would say
5,
one of the least fucked up things in that show is Martha.
Yeah, I know.
It's everything else that happens to him. But you got that. What else is there that I've been watching recently? Kin, which is really good. It's about Irish gangs. It's got the guy that plays Daredevil in it. It's really that's really worth a watch. Like I think there's 3 series of that out at the minute. That's really good. What else is there? I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I'm watching Home Improvement 8 seasons at the minute on Disney Plus.
There's some good shows. If you like sci-fi, like the Halo show's good.
No, it's not.
It is good. It's a good sci-fi show if you don't know anything about Halo.
It's not. Oh yeah, if you don't know anything about Halo,
which I realised I didn't when I started playing it.
Because he looks like the Spartan. That's about it.
Series 2 is brilliant. Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. And then like obviously Fallout we talked about, both the show and the game.
So good. So good. But yeah, hopefully you heal quick, man. Like as long as you stay off, you'll be back in no time. I think that's one of the most common ones, isn't it? Like your arm.
Yeah, they're the thinner bones, aren't they, down there?
Should be okay. Just hopefully you're ambidextrous so you can wank with the other hand.
I was thinking that. Which hand is it?
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be like squeezing it between 2 pillows, just grabbing it. Well, there's a will, there's a way, Jay.
God knows what you'd be doing if you break your arm. I feel sorry for Sabina.
Well, I don't do it as much now because obviously got Sabina.